Hello. Uh, Being a teacher, it is something that is very interesting and it's something very good, and especially learning and having the foundation of education where you learn about philosophy of education. It is very important and it is very critical to the education career or a training career. So, as a trainer and as an educator, you need to have a solid background and you need to understand what drives the teacher and what theories the teacher applies on. So you are given all these theories or and philosophies because so that you may be able to apply them appropriately according to the audience that you are having. So we continue looking at it in the foundation of education. We continue looking at philosophy of education, and in module 3 we are going to look at social constructivism theory, and also we are going to look at critical theory. These are the theories that we are going to tackle in this module, and I want you to join me, and also I want you to be very much attentive and be able to apply the knowledge that you are acquiring. This is your host and your tutor, Dr. Tulipo Mwenifumbo. Let's start. To start with, in module 3, which is the lesson 4, the lessons are lined, just continued from where we ended on lesson 4. Now we have just changed the module. Today we are looking at social constructivism, and we are going to explore this theory. Social constructivism is a theoretical approach that explains how people develop knowledge and understanding through social interactions, language, and culture. So there are three major things that are involved in social constructivism. That is that is social interactions, language, and culture that becomes the foundation of somebody to be able to acquire or understand whatever information that is being taught. So meaning that we wear the glasses or the spectacles of our culture, social interactions, and language in the education perspective. If that cannot agree with your understanding of these things, you'd find that it will be very difficult for a student to understand what you are teaching as a lecturer or as a tutor or trainer. Social constructivism has far-reaching implications for various fields, including education, sociology, psychology, and philosophy. So we are going to look also some of these theories. We are going also to look in them in other theories like sociology, psychology, and philosophy. Overview. In essence, social constructivism posts uh, that our understanding of the world is constructed through social interaction. So in viewing, as I said, in viewing the world and also the understanding things or learning things, we view them according to our social interaction. We learn from others and shape our understanding through dialogue and shared experience. So our interaction has got much influence on the way we perceive things and on the way we get knowledge. Then the other thing, it is language. Language plays a crucial role in shaping our thoughts, perceptions, and understanding. So if you don't have a good understanding of language, you find that you miss out or you may not understand so well in what is being communicated. So language plays a very critical role in education and in the perception and understanding of a trainee or a pupil or student. Then the other thing, it is culture. Culture norms, values, and beliefs influence what we consider knowledge and truth. So uh, when you are teaching something, if according to the values and norms that a trainee or a student have, will also influence on the absorption of the knowledge that you are giving. So if it goes contrary to the beliefs that this and the values of this student, you'd find that the student may be resistant, the mind may be resistant to acquire that knowledge. Why? Because it is not agreeing with the cultural norms and values, values and beliefs. You know, for example, this is so common in the theological perspective or in the religious perspective. If one is has been brought up in a certain culture, religion, isn't in a certain religion. So being influenced by other values and norms, you would find that they will not be considered. I'll give example in a Christian circle. You know that Christianity is shaped by our cultural background. That's why, regardless of whatever you may be taught that God is powerful, you still believe witches are more powerful than God. In words, you may say God is powerful, but in action and in your belief that influences, with the culture that influences your belief, you may find that you don't even believe in God. You believe that witches are powerful. So the core beliefs of social constructivism, these are core beliefs underlying the social constructivism approach, emphasizing the social, cultural, and contextual nature of knowledge and understanding. Number one, knowledge is constructed, not discovered. Knowledge is created through social interactions, language, and culture. So knowledge is constructed and it is not discovered. So it is from the cultural background and from our beliefs, that's where knowledge is captured. So if you cannot understand the context, then it will be very difficult to understand the knowledge. Reality is constructed. Our understanding of reality is shaped by our social norms, values, and beliefs. So, for us to perceive anything, it comes from the way we understand things, the beliefs that we have. So, if you believe if you believe that, as I am saying, that God, that witches are so powerful, so no matter how much you are taught that God is powerful, you can spend 30 years in Christianity but still afraid of witches, regardless of how you have been taught that the witches cannot fight you as a Christian. So that is how powerful the beliefs are. And the knowledge is only relevant according to the change of beliefs. Then there is context. Context is crucial. Learning is situated in specific social, cultural, and historical context. So context in education is very important and it's very crucial. So the way the person is the area or where the context of knowledge is from, it will depend on how one absorbs knowledge. For example, if I had this challenge with my wife, whereby from where she comes from, she believes when elder son, or when the elder child is fighting with his young sibling, then it means that the elder doesn't he must be able to take control. He cannot be fighting with his young one or his sibling. In where I come from, I believe we were brought up that an elderly child should cannot fight the young sibling, and the one who is wrong is the young sibling, because the young sibling cannot be able, she is not allowed to fight the elderly. So those are the contextual. So the context that you have been brought on, and it will depend on how you are going to respond to the perspective of things and the view of knowledge. The other thing is knowledge is provision. Understanding is subject to change and revision as new experiences and perspective emerge. So when the things are changing, then there is a change and the shift in also knowledge. For example, I've been reading the Bible, which is now contextual, where it says, instead of saying Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, it says Jesus is the key to eternal life. So now, where there is the word, there is a password. Just is a password to eternal life. So that is how knowledge is. It changes. Then there is also what is called power dynamics, shape knowledge. Social and cultural power structures influence what knowledge is valued and constructed. Knowledge is subjective. People's experiences and perspectives shape their understanding of the world. The knowledge is collaboration and dialogue are essential. People work together to construct knowledge and understanding. How this philosophy of social constructivism emphasize in a social constructivism education philosophy of education, it emphasizes on critical thinking and problem solving. So you as an educator, you have to know that your student must be thinking critically and must be able to resolve problems and matters. Then the other thing, it is collaborative learning and dialogue. The learning is established and is done well when people are sharing their knowledge, and context and authentic learning experiences. So the context and is very important, and it gives authenticity to the learning experience. Student-centered and inclusive education. There is student-centeredness and inclusive education. Then there is also teacher-student co-construction of knowledge. So teacher and the student should collaborate. So the trainer should know that he doesn't carry all the knowledge, and he has to know that the trainees or the students have the knowledge and they are able to interpret their knowledge in their own way. So it also it has to also be seen that language is very critical, and it shapes the dynamics of learning. So this perspective challenges traditional views of knowledge, truth, and learning, and has significant implication for teaching, curriculum design, and education policy. So in this theory and its emphasis has the challenge when it comes to the way we perceive knowledge. Like we talked about existentialism, where knowledge is imposed on trainees. So in this one, you have to trust on the trainees, and you have to know that the environment plays a very big role when it comes to students acquiring knowledge. Then Also, this one has got key figures, as I say, that in every philosophy or in every area of learning, you have to be aware and you have to know who the gurus or the people that have shaped that kind of theory. So in this theory, we have got the key figures that have contributed significantly to the development of social constructivism. We have got this one, Lev Vygotsky. This has been really a hard word for me in all my studies. He was a Russian psychologist who was born in 1896 and died in 1934. He emphasized the law of social interaction and language in learning. Then we have got Shin Pei, who was born in 1896 to 1980. She was a Swiss psychologist who focused on how children construct knowledge through active experience and social interaction. This lady was was a child psychologist and who much understood the children welfare when it comes to knowledge and acquisition of knowledge. Then we have got John Dewey. Dewey, or I don't know how you may spell or you may pronounce this, but I pronounce it as Dewey, from where I don't care what my lecturers were pronouncing it. So he was born in 1859 and died in 1952. He was an American philosopher and educator who advocated for experiential knowledge, democracy, and student-centeredness. Then we have got Paulo Ferreira, the Brazilian. I think we have got the Peter Berger. We have got George Herbert. We have got Jerome and others. You must be acquainted with most of these names. So thank you so much and God bless you. And this is your host, Dr. Tulipo Mwenfumbo. You remember to like the video and also to follow our trainings. Thank you so much and God bless you.